What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here today on my channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new patch notes that have just dropped in Fortnite Battle Royale for the Season 3 update. When we take a look at this, they are going to have a limited time mode, which is teams of 20, and they fight to the end to get that victory royale. So there's going to be 5 teams of 20 fighting to get that victory. I think that's going to be a really cool idea. What I really am hoping for is if they can invite their friends to have a full 20 instead of just having 5 teams of 4. That'd be cool. Taking a look down, they're going to have a new skin called the Burnout. This is like the motorcycle gang, which I think I'm going to cop that. It looks pretty sick. Um, I really highly encourage you to get that if you want to buy a skin. Now, taking a look at the new hoverboard, this is just added in Season 3. It says, prepare to leave husk in the dusk. These boost pads send the hoverboard flying, making your racetracks gnarly. So it looks like a new trap system, which allows you to, when I'm taking a look at this, prepare to leave husk in dusk. So I'm guessing it looks like a trap system to get away from enemies or using it against enemies to leave, either kill them. I'm not really sure. It looks pretty cool though. The Wukong Save the World. This hero is definitely not monkeying around. Available in the event store now. This means that they've just added the Wukong skin that was in the PvP version now in the PvE in the Save the World. So you can go get that now if you want that. Now going down to the general, add easy anti-cheat protection to PC. Okay. Some players will be run through easy anti-cheat and some will not be run through Battle Eye. Installing art will occur while Fortnite is running. Okay. Brazil has been added to the matchmaking region, so you can play on Brazilian matchmaking now for Xbox One players. To adjust this, head to settings, games, and then matchmaking region to Brazil. Okay, that's how you do it. Wondering what's happening with Fortnite? Find real-time info via the Epic Games status page here. So you can go there if you want to see what's happening there. Bug fix for general. Fix an issue. The reset building choices option will not reset to walls if traps were last selected. So you gotta make sure to fix that if you want to reset to walls automatically. Um, Next, knowing issues. Wanting to track the top community issues, head over to Snazzy New Fortnite Community Issues. Okay, now we're going down into the gameplay for Battle Royale. Limited time mode, teams of 20. Each team is composed of 5 squads of 4 players. Okay, that just eliminated what I was saying about inviting players. All teammates will be displayed in green on the map. Okay. The map screen is now shows total number of players alive on each team. Okay. Increased chances of treasure chest spawns from 50% to 70% to 60 to 80%. Okay. Increased chances of ammo box spawnings from 65 to 80%. Okay, to 75 to 90%. Supply drops always come in batches of 5 instead of varying amounts per storm circle. Okay, so there's supply drops. There's going to be 5 now. Okay, for the teams of 2020. Seems pretty cool. Supply drops rare increase from 180 to 30 to 30 seconds to 4 minutes, something around there. Teams of 20 has 6 storm circles as opposed to 9. Okay, it shrinks faster. Maximum match length is 23 minutes, down from 25 storm. Okay. So the time has decreased for 2020. Storm circle trimmings. Storm circle 1, random locations 60 seconds wait, 1 minute and 180-second shrink time. Storm 2 is random location, 60 seconds wait to 90 seconds shrink time. Circle 3 is location center, a previous storm for the rest of the match, 120 seconds wait and 90 seconds shrink. Storm 4, 120-second wait, 60-second shrink. Storm 3 would be 180-second wait and 60-second shrink. Storm 6, which would be the final, would be 240-second wait to 120 shrink. Players will get eliminated credit for force fall damage, either through impulse grenades or destroying structures underneath their enemies. Okay, so there'll be force elimination set down, I'm thinking. Breaking the base of structures will count the same as breaking the exact piece a player is standing on before they fall. Okay. Riding a rocket no longer cancels emotes or using consumables. Wait, rocket riding no longer cancels emotes. So you can dance on rockets? That's awesome. I'm gonna be really doing that when I do that. Lobby emotes will now play out instead of just ending at 5 seconds. So instead of having the 5-second delay, it's going to be playing out for like forever until it ends. Bug fixes for gameplay for limited time mode, which is fix an issue where players of 60 FPS could not jump as high as those playing at 30 FPS. So they fixed that. Fix an issue of prevented weapon traces from being visible after a certain distance. Okay, they fixed that. Fixed an auto sprint issue that will cause players to continue sprinting when they try to stop. So when they try to stop, I have this issue before. When I try to stop, it would still try to run. So they fixed that. Moving down, weapons and items. Bug fixes. Fixed issues with the hunting rifle accuracy. So they fixed the accuracy for the hunting rifle. Now uses perfect accuracy when aiming down, not moving. Okay, you have to be not moving to have a perfect accuracy. Hip fire remains unchanged. Fixed an issue with accuracy reticle UI being slightly mismatched. So they fixed the site for that. Fixing additional weapons loading issues that prevented players from being able to see or use their weapons while the world is loading. Okay, they fixed that. Fixed an issue where firing a weapon could cancel the equipped animation. Okay, that was for the weapons and items being fixed. For the world, bug fixes. Fixed the kitchen cabinets that were placed outside of some houses. So some houses did have cabinets outside, which was weird. They were now back inside where they belong. Okay, increase the HP value of weeping willows trees so it is more uh, representative of the amount of resources you give. Okay, they added more resources to that, the weeping willows trees, which is good. The UI bug fixes. Fixed an issue that sometimes causes an inventory slot to be unusable. I had this happen to me where I would pick something up and it would just disappear. So I wouldn't be able to use it. And it said that I had it in my backpack, but they fixed that so it would just disappear altogether or it will not, which is good. Fixed an issue where players would have the press to leave match button twice when exiting a match. So if you hold it down for the first time, you will be leaving the match. So they fixed that. Fixed an issue where squad members could be missing from the top panel. Okay, I had this happen to me too, where I was in squads and we had a group of 4, and it said I was in a game by myself. They fixed that so it would be all 4 players or as many players you had in that game, which is good. Fixed a crash that would occur when closing the game after opening the settings. So they fixed the crash. So it wouldn't be force crash when you close the game, which is good. Art and animation. When I take a look at the art and animation, the pump shotguns animation will now play when held up instead at the rest. Okay, that looks cool. Distant buildings of objects now connect to the terrain more smoothly. Okay, which is good. Improving terrain rendering and cloud shadows. They improve the terrain rendering. Okay, which is good. Bug fixes for art and animation. Fixed an issue where glider trails were not visible to other players. They fixed that, so now it is visible for the glider trails. Fixed an issue where preventing destruction effects from playing while on low effects settings. Okay, that sounds good. The audio. Moving down to the audio for this game, a Fortnite Battle Royale. Adding squeaks to wood and stone, metal, and defaults hits from the pick squeak harvesting tool. So they added the squeaks now for that, which is very good. I really wanted that. I heard people were saying that it did not, so I did not buy it. So if it comes in the store, I will definitely cop that. So the sounds are actually working. They improved the default glider and umbrella open sound so that it syncs up with animation. They improved the default glider. Okay, so the audio for that. So when you open up the glider, the sound will sync up to it, which is good. Added a audio cue that will play when squad members jump from the battle bus. They added an audio cue. Okay, sounds cool. Improve the epic legendary assault rifle close range fire sound. Improve the epic legendary assault rifle close range firing sound. Okay, that looks pretty neat. They're glad they fixed that. Bugs fixes for the audio now. Fixed a crash that would occur when unplugging headphones. So if you had headphones unplugging it, it would crash the game. That was weird. I never had that for myself. I'm glad they fixed that, so I would not be able to have that happen to me. Um, they also fixed an issue that would cause tactically important sounds to occasionally be canceled. So they fixed audio. So this is what they're saying. I think I had this to me. What they're trying to say is when gunshots are happening, they would not register and you wouldn't hear gunshots happening. So if they fix that, you can actually hear gunshots. So if you're in a gunfight and you do not know it, they will fix it so you do know, which is great. And moving down to performance, um, fix hitching when certain players' outfits were loaded in the middle of the match. Okay. Fix crashes that could occur in rare cases when using the NVIDIA Shadow Play Highlights feature. Okay, that was all for the Battle Royale. Now we're moving down to the Save the World. For the gameplay, added a boost pad schematic as an additional request reward for want to build a hoverboard. Okay, they added that to Save the World. I haven't really played it, so I don't know much about it. Sorry to inform you guys about that. So some of the stuff that I'm reading, I have no clue about. Um, this new floor trap pushes the hoverboard in the direction of the thing. Time to build some high-speed racetracks. Okay. Players who have already completed this quest will automatically receive the reward. So if you completed it already, you'll automatically receive it. Hoverboard icon zone was updated. So they updated the hoverboard icon. Okay, moving down to it again. Added a boost pad as a world drop. So they added a boost pad for the world drop. Then they added a cozy campfire trap as a world drop also in Save the World. Group missions. All group missions now have missions alerts that award firecracker tickets. Okay, I don't know much about that. Firecracker tickets amount awarded is scaled based on difficulty. Okay, the more difficult it is, the more firecrackers tickets you'll get. Can play the same group mission hex multiple times. So you can play it as many times as you want for that group. Okay. The quota. Only 10 group missions alerts per day will grant tickets. So only 10 can grant tickets, and then that's it for that day. Okay, moving down. Group missions now include Fight the Storm category 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., retrieving the data, ride the lightning, evacuate the shelter, repair the shelter, and deliver the bomb mission types. Okay. Mission's ability is based on player progression. Okay. Rescue the survivors and evacuate the shelter mission icons were updated so they no longer use the same image as the group missions. Okay, they added new images for that, which is good, I guess. Each mission threat level now has its own caps instead of a single cap for the entire location, like Stonewood, Plankerton, etc. This should give players the experience closer to our, where was I? Um, Closer to our intended difficulty curve when playing down level. Okay. Increase the number of missions where higher level players can earn experience. Okay. Many missions that were previously gray, now on the map, are awarded no XP will now be green and award XP at a reduced rate. So they added XP for that. Decrease the XP fall off the when playing these lower level green missions to make it easier to make progress when playing down level. Okay, so they made it easier to gain progress for you guys. And last for the gameplay is group missions now require Storm Shield defense quest progression to unlock. Okay. For the bug fixes for the gameplay. As foreshadowed in the 2.4 patch notes, completed expedition rewards may not be claimed while Storm Shield storage is in overflow. Okay. Um, Moving down, in order to protect the player data, it is essential to enforce limits on inventory size. Given a choice of a drop rewards or delaying access, we opted for delay. Okay, they delayed that. Completing expedition rewards are not lost and may be claimed once your storage is within capacity again. Okay, so you do not lose the rewards. It is no longer possible to temporarily mount the hoverboard if the mount button is held down for more than 2 seconds while in build mode, which is helpful for you guys, so you guys know about that. It is no longer possible to craft ammo while in the hoverboard. Fixed to cosmetic issues where yellow missions were permanently disappearing from the mission map. They fixed that. Fixed smashers and mini bosses being able to damage missions defense objectives. Going down to minor fixes to the event quest, a more detailed description added to the double trouble spring it on quest. Fountains and change the luck. Spring it on, drop more quest items per fountain destroyed, which is great. Now moving on to weapon and items. Weapon perks. Critical damage versus affiliate target increased from 45, 67.5 to 90 to 67.5, 101% to 135. Critical chance decrease from 14 to 21 to 28 to 11.5 to 16.5% to 21%. Critical damage increase from 30%, 45% to 60% to 45, 67.5, and 90%. Recoil changed from 20%, 30%, 40%, reduced recoil to 20%, 30%, 40% weapon stability. Heavy attack cost changed from 9%, 13%, 17% heavy attack energy cost to 10%, 15%, and 20% heavy attack efficiency. Going down to fire rate increased from 12 to 18 to 24% to 14, 21 to 28%. Reload speed increased from 15%, 22%, 0.5 to 30% to 25%, 38 to 50%. Clip size decreased from 30%, 45 to 60% to 25, 38 to 50%. Durability decay increased from 10, 15 to 20% to 14, 21 to 28%. Trap perks. Max durability increased from 8, 12 to 16% to 14, 21 to 28%. Reload speed increased from 12 to 18 to 24% to 14, 21 to 28%. Critical chance decreased from 14, 21 to 28% to 11.5, 16.5, and 21%. Critical damage increased from 30, 45 to 60% to 45, 67.5 to 90%. These balances changes are intended to make several of our non-damage perks more viable while creating a wider range of desirable weapon builds. Developer comments. So that's what they meant by that. Bug fixes for weapons and items. Fixed an issue where rare and uncommon trap perks would appear at incorrect frequencies. Now we're moving down to heroes. The Wukong is available in the event store. Okay. This is the mythic version of the Lunar New Year Berserker soldier. The Demolitioner soldier is 3 new festive looks for St. Patrick's Day. 3 new St. Patrick's Day themed legendary Demolitioner soldier have been added to the Spring Edan Llama, the Lucky Demolitioner Wildcat, the Sky Warrior Wildcat, and Battle Hound Jonassy. The support perk for the Berserker Soldier subclass has been changed from Quick Shield to Assault Damage. Increase assault weapon damage by 12, 18 to 24%, and evolutions to 1, 2, and 3 respectively. Bug fixes for heroes. Fixed an issue which could cause the players to unable to equip a gun after dying and going commando. Fixed an issue which didn't allow frag grenades to be thrown through small windows. So they all fixed that for the heroes. The UI for Save the World. A button has added to the Survivor Squad screen that allows players to easily clear all slots in the squad. Improve the batch recycle retire screen so that players can more easily tell which alerts map to the selected items. Also for the UI, damage numbers for the energy damage type now have their own unique visuals. Update skill tree visuals, so they added that for the UI. Players can now toggle the grid view when looking at Heroes, Survivors, and Defenders in the Armory. Bug fixes. Fixed an issue where players joining VI matches would show up with a home base power of 1, no name, and no banner when opening the main menu. So they fixed that. Um, and finally, for the bug fix for the UI is the truck slot 2 research node in the research 2 skill tree page now costs 1600 research points, and it was 3700, so they reduced it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's patch notes video. If you guys did enjoy that, please leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe for more daily content like this on my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.